for Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. I like your outfit.
We love you both. Man, they're so.
We
This
love
is
you.
amazing. Hi, y'all. We're in the Carolinas. We can say y'all.
I know, that's right.
It's welcome. In California, people are like, "Where are you from?" Texas. Hi, guys. This is amazing. This is our first time to Raleigh, GalaxyCon.
It is.
Whoa! Look at the stuff.
Yeah, look at that.
Look how beautiful you are.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Don't look at that picture too closely. You might forget why you married me. It's amazing to be with you all.
Yeah.
What do we have to talk about before we jump
There's
into
so many
questions?
things to talk about.
Guys, I
We
don't
just
know.
did you guys see any of the stuff that we announced at Comic-Con?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, right? You guys ready for the Mighty Nine, November 19th?
Oh my gosh. We're
Yeah.
so excited.
Instead of 22-minute episodes, now there are 44-minute episodes. And season 4 of Vox Machina will be coming early next year, including being greenlit for a 5th and final season.
5th and final.
Boy, it's really, really exciting. We've been working on it for years, hard at work in the lab, and we can't wait for you guys to see it. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, we're also working on video games. Because we're insane people. If you haven't seen the game Dispatch, made by Ad Hoc Studio, we are partnering with them on the game. Laura is
I'm
in it.
Invisigal.
You're Invisigal.
That's what I'm. That's
I'm
my-
in the game, but I can't say who yet, just because that hasn't been.
been announced.
I guess not. But you're in there with the amazing Aaron Paul from
Yeah.
Breaking Bad,
Ooh.
Jeffrey Wright from The Last of Us, Westworld, Moist Critical, Jacksepticeye, Alana Pierce.
So cool.
If you haven't
Matt
checked
Mercer,
it out,
you might know him.
I think you mean Mark Mercer.
Matilda Merceria.
That's
If
right.
for those in the know.
That's right. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on Steam and wishlist it. It is so awesome, and that is exactly one of the kind of games that we want to make at Critical Role for the World of Exandria, branching narrative games where you can
Vex'ahlia will
choose-
remember that.
What's that? Oh yes, Vex'ahlia will remember that. Yeah, where you can choose what's said and how it affects the characters around you and who you might be able to meet and stuff like that. That's exciting to us, so we hope you're excited too. Gosh, should we just jump into questions?
I mean, there's a line.
There is
And
a
we have
line.
53 minutes left to get through all the questions that we
53
can.
minutes and 18 seconds.
These better
Okay.
be good
Hi,
questions,
what's your
you
name?
guys.
Hi, I'm Abigail.
Hi, Abigail.
First of all, I love y'all and date everything. I just wanted to make that
Oh,
clear.
thank you. I'm a little toxic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, you are, and I love it. So my boyfriend is starting to get me into Critical Role and D&D. We're actually starting our first one-shot of Daggerheart next week.
Yes.
So we are very excited. I am a lawful evil bard, so I'm very excited about it. So what advice or wisdom would you give for me just starting off with campaign 1?
Oh my gosh. Advice.
Protect your ears, because our sound quality was a little all over the place when it first started.
Oh yes, you mean from starting campaign 1 of Critical Role?
Yes.
Holy moly. The Briarwood arc is a great place to start if you want to consolidate it. Forgive us any audio issues. Just remember us as we were in 2015 instead of 2025.
Instead of what you see now.
We look the same.
This is the exact same.
And just immerse yourself and dive right in, because we take everything from 10 years ago and we try to weave it into stuff that we're doing now and stuff that we do recently. We try to weave into the things that go way back then. So it's all one big party.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Let the chaos reign.
For those of you that don't know what this is, everybody just do this right now. Yeah.
It rained in here.
It's as bad as you think it is.
Hi, my name is West. When you first started creating characters for TTRPGs, what piece of advice did you take to heart really early on that became foundational in your process?
Hi.
What advice did we take to heart?
Yeah, that became foundational later.
Amazing. Thank you, Wes. You look absolutely amazing,
Yes.
by the way. What kind of advice?
When we first created characters, look, when we first created characters, we didn't know what we were doing. I had never played a tabletop before we started playing with our group. And so all I knew was like the characters that I created on video games. And so it was always like a very specific type of girl that I would create, which was hot. Haha. And she would be roguey and kind of snarky. I'd always want to create that, like, you choose the roguey sort of path of dialogue. So that's what I did. And then I couldn't be a rogue because of Liam. So as long as I got a pet, it was fine.
I didn't know what I was doing, and so I blamed my ignorance on my character. So when I rolled that 6 and threw that sucker into intelligence, everything else just,
It all came together.
it all came together.
So I think that the takeaway from that is that you don't have to have like this huge backstory. You don't have to have all of this in-depth stuff going into your very first game. You can just go in and start playing and let the character create itself as you play them, because so much gets revealed through gameplay. Like Jester, when I was creating her, I didn't plan on making her love sweets. That wasn't part of the character plan. It just
Was part of
Marisha-
you.
Yeah, well. And like Bo said, I've never seen you eat anything but sweets. And I was like, oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's continue with that. And like Liam, I said he was stinky and he fought it for a while, but then he embraced it,
Yeah, anything goes. Just be open to whatever. And if you don't know anything and if you don't know what you're doing, you're right exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Taylor, I met y'all both up in Richmond for your first GalaxyCon.
Yeah, good to see you.
It's good to see y'all again. I practically harassed your sweet agent, so apologize to her to get y'all to get down here to Raleigh. So we're so happy that you've come here.
We are so happy to be here.
Travis, I know you joke about your degree and your role as CEO sometimes. From going from a little bit of D&D experience to now and being successful at both, besides the support of your amazing wife, of course, which can't be quantified, what have you learned about leaning into discomfort, and how has that focus on the uncomfortable helped you achieve success?
This is maybe the best question ever.
Yeah, I mean, listen, most wisdom that I've gathered is from other sources. It can be from books, it can be from magazines, newspapers, it can even be from online. But if it makes you uncomfortable, you probably should do more of it, right? If you are not good at it or scared of it, you should sit with that a little bit longer, even if it's not what you're going to end up doing, because if you just do what you're comfortable at, you will never grow. You'll never do anything new. You'll never take any risks. There is nothing unrisky about what Critical Role has been over the last 10 years. There was no blueprint, there was no plan, there was nobody that had done it before that we could kind of watch and try and emulate. And that's a scary thing, and most of it just means admitting that you don't know what you're doing. You don't know where to start. You have no idea how it will turn out, and as long as you have the best intentions, that's really all that anybody can ask, including yourself, which I had to tell myself a lot. And it also means going up and finding people and having conversations and being open enough to realize that there are folks that know the fractions of knowledge that you need, just a piece of that Trivial Pursuit circle to start to know exactly where you would like to start on something. And that's what we've done. We've tried to surround ourselves with people that are passionate, more knowledgeable than we are, that know this thing, that have played it for decades, that have different perspectives than us. That's some of the most important stuff. So I think the most important thing that I've learned is that if it makes us scared, if it feels risky, if we've never done it before, if it feels like we have no business doing that thing, I'm probably going to try and do that.
Unless the thing is like meth, and then don't do that one.
meth.
Don't do that.
Don't do math. You can look at the examples out there and know that's bad.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your success, and welcome to Raleigh.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, don't leave me. Don't leave. Stay. Hi.
Hi. I'm Zoe. This is my husband, Taylor. I was so excited when we found out you guys were coming. So thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
He's got the more serious note, so I'm going to go the more funny route because I had a few questions. But maybe I'm going to go the more serious one. Laura, this question is for you. When you are making these characters, has there been a critical role character that has surprised you emotionally and stuck with you in a way you didn't expect?
All of them. I mean, it's always surprising when you don't plan for an emotional moment and something happens and it hits you really hard in the game. And like TravelerCon, there were some I thought it was just gonna be really funny, you know? And then these moments happened and I was like, oh God, I'm really sad. And I feel like every character that you create comes from a part of you, right? So, Vex is parts of me in some ways, Jester's parts of me in other ways, Imogen's parts of me in other ways. And so all these things they're in your head, and maybe those issues get dealt with during the game. And yeah, they'll come out and surprise you. It's like, oh, maybe I am masking, my actual emotions and I'm trying to seem happier than I am. And oh no, it's coming out right now. So yeah, I think it's as long as you're in a comfortable space and you're with people that you trust, I think it's a fun thing to allow yourself to go there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zoe.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
There we go. Hi. My name's Rachel, and I'm really happy to meet both of you. And Travis, I think I speak for everybody. We're happy the beard is back.
Hey. Including my son. Yeah. I had him help me shave it just so that the shock would be less, and he got 2 strokes into it, and his face dropped, and he was like, "Put it back." I was like, "Buddy, we can't put it back." He was like, "No."
Okay, so with the announcement of the Mighty Nine and Legend of Vox Machina coming back, aside from the entire huge cast of guest stars we're going to have, is Ronan going to voice any more characters in the series?
Oh my gosh. Look, any child part that comes up, it's like a fight between the cast of going, whose kid is going to get to voice this? Sam's kids are fabulously talented. Ashley's nieces and nephews, sheesh.
No, they're out. They have to be direct baby childs.
No, they're so fabulously talented. And yeah, if we can find a thing for Ronan to voice, he wants to voice his own characters. That's the thing with Ronan. He has amazing characters he's created for D&D, and he has drawn them, he's described them, he knows their class, he knows everything. And so yeah, he thinks his actual D&D characters are going to be in the show.
Yeah, we had had him do this little kid in season 3, and he was like, "Daddy, I want to be a dragon." And we were like, "I understand. There are no dragons for you to play." And he goes, "I want to be a dragon." I'm like, I understand. He goes, "I can be my character instead." And I was like, "You're fired if you don't read the line."
Read the line. Just say the line.
It's amazing. Some kids take to it amazingly, and then some of them you have to trick. We're like, "Give us a laugh." And he goes, "Ha, ha." So you have to figure out a way to make him laugh naturally while the microphone is on.
We're just tickling him to make him laugh.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's cute. His character's name is Vagent, by the way, and he's a dragonborn.
Well, thank you very much, and we all can say that it's definitely your kid.
Thank you. Yes. 100%.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Bryn.
Hi,
Nice to
Bryn.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, out of all the characters that you've created for D&D, was there ever a character or an archetype that you wanted to have, and what would it be?
Oh boy, an archetype.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally zoned out and I didn't listen to your question because I was looking at your outfit and thinking that's really cool.
Oh, thank you.
So
It
what
is
was
really
it? Wait,
cool.
what was the question though? I just zoned.
So, out of all the characters that you've created for D&D, was there ever a class or a species or an archetype that you want to
That
have?
we didn't play?
Yeah, that you want to make, and what would it be?
Well, campaign 4, I'm sure, is somewhere in the future. I guess. I don't know. But anything you've ever been dying to play?
You know what? I just like playing characters. You know I'm gonna say hot. That's not where I was going. Like with fun hair colors.
With fun hair colors?
Yeah, like okay, so this for Darrington Brigade, I created a monk with pink hair, and we only got to play her for one time, and I really want to have pink hair. And then I was like, with Imogen, I was like, I want to have pink hair, but I just did pink hair, and we only got to play for. That's why Imogen had purple hair. I just want pink hair.
This is very simple. This is very basic.
That's where I start in creating a character. I create the look before I decide the personality or anything. I just like go, and I'm like. So anyway,
I've
yeah.
always wanted to play like a very Han Solo character or like a Gambit type
Hot.
character. Hot and mysterious and funny. But I also feel like that's what every guy wants to play, so I try not to do that. But maybe I should, Sherry. That's not what I'm doing next. That's not what I'm doing. But that's where my mind usually goes. And then I'm like, no, do something different.
No, be Han Solo. If you have a chance to be Han Solo, be Han Solo.
I can't live up to Han Solo. Thank you.
I have pictures of Han Solo hanging in our house, you guys.
This is why I can't be Han Solo.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad
Thank
you're
you.
here.
Hello, Laura.
Hello.
Travis.
Hey,
Hope
hey.
you're having a good day.
Yes.
Welcome to Raleigh. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for joining us here. Want to ask you, so throughout your years of creating this community, what is one life lesson that you are still shocked that all of this has taught you? And what is one lesson that you are trying to pass on to the younger generation that has started listening to your Critical Role podcasts and all that?
I think maybe the most surprising thing and the most rewarding thing is you guys. It's the community. We did not in any way, I did not in any way think that anyone would care about
We did not.
our D&D game being played or people watching us play. I openly told Laura, I was like, nobody's going to watch us playing D&D. That's so weird. Why would anybody care? And the impact that it has had on our audience, and then in accordance with that, the impact they have had on us is this incredible cycle. And it's taught us just how far entertainment can go, connection can go, story can go, real empathy can go, again, perspective can go. I think that's been probably the most rewarding thing. And even with our son, it's amazing. If you ever have the opportunity to have kids, we encourage you to do it because the next generation is what is so important. And as parents, we have the opportunity to put things in front of him that will make all the difference, right? And one of the things we talk about the most is trying to see the world through other people's eyes. And damn, if that isn't exactly what TTRPGs are all about. And so that's been the most rewarding thing for me, at least.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And not as well articulated.
Do you want to get married?
Sure.
Okay.
See you in October. Yeah, I would say that's one of the best things is embracing empathy, which I've always tried to do anyway, but to see that echo through everything that we've done. And I think that's why this community of people is as amazing as they are, because you guys understand that as well, that kindness matters. And Also, another thing is to not be afraid of failure. And that's one of the biggest things that I've learned through TTRPGs is that the ones can sometimes lead to the best outcomes and the most surprising, fun outcomes. So I try to remember that in real life too, because I've always been kind of a perfectionist and afraid to see myself fail in other things. And now, I mean, it comes back to what you were talking about, how, looking at the things that are uncomfortable in the mirror and living in it. Because I think that that's a great lesson for all of us to take away as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Man, we're going so deep, you guys. This is the best. We're all best friends now. This is amazing.
Hey, buddies.
Great questions.
I'm sitting back down. My pants were uncomfortable. I had to stand up.
You had a wedgie, didn't you?
I did.
Yep.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Aubrey.
Hi, Aubrey.
I am very curious to know after y'all are in like high emotional environments and roles all the time. I'm curious to know what you do at home for each other and as parents to ground each other out if you see that you're having like an off day or you're cranky or hungry or something really bad happens.
If Laura's in a bad mood, there's generally only two things that she needs: sleep or food.
It's the truth. I just need sleep.
It's true.
Gosh. I think one of the things I've learned, if you're cranky, is that you don't always have to fix it, right? It's sometimes good to just allow your partner to be cranky and be okay with the fact that they're dealing with something and just let them know, like, hey, man, I am here for you. If you want to talk through it, if you don't, if you want to sit in it, that's fine too. And then, put a nice cup of tea in front of them and and then just having things that you can veg and unwind to together. We've been watching Silo together.
It's true.
Yeah.
But you have had more, I think, emotionally taxing roles in video games, anime, and stuff like that. How do you shake that off at the end of the day? The car ride
It's
home.
the car ride home. No joke. Yeah, on some days when you're filming something really emotional, you just kind of have to recenter yourself as you're making your way home. And having a kid helps, because he doesn't really care. Like if we're in a bad mood, he might not always understand that, and he just wants to play with toys with us. So you just kind of have to be like, okay, everything's fine.
It's true.
I gotta shake it off.
We're gonna tell everybody to have kids now. The most amazing thing, him being born in 2018, was we had a COVID kid, and I know a lot of parents had a hard time, but for us, it was the most amazing reminder, especially with the internet constantly reminding you like how much the world can suck every day, to walk into a room and just see someone that is full of light and hope and joy, and just remembering like, oh, we just have to take care of this moment, this kid, this house. Everything's going to be fine. And it was the best recentering thing in the whole world. And it's nice sometimes to take what can feel like a very big world and make it small, right? When you need to. And that was amazing.
Thank you so much.
I love your outfit.
Thanks. Daddy Bezos got it for me.
With express shipping? Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes. No, I'm a Prime member. Hi, my name's Marks. As Critical Role is centered around a shared narrative, and then as you've grown as also a business, stepping away, well, not away, but stepping into other parts of a business like supply chain logistics and HR meetings around Sam Riegel, like...
Every week. Are you spying on our company?
It's market research. So as you come into like filming, right, going back into the shared narrative, and you have deadlines or things that are looming or something that's passed and this email needs to actually really go out 4 hours ago, how do you keep that out of the actual storytelling shared narrative filming?
It doesn't always happen. post-COVID, when we stopped filming live, which was more and more necessary by the month and the year, just because there are changing schedules, families, other projects, our own projects, finding a way to arrive. Well, we've seen this discourse for years. How hard is it to show up at 7 p.m. on a Thursday and just play for 3 hours out of the week? When we see people say comments like, how hard is it? Or isn't it just so simple to, it just shows that person doesn't know how hard it is or how simple it actually is. It's actually pretty difficult. And sitting down at the table for me is at least usually a shoulders down, take a deep breath. I'm with my friends. We're jumping into the game. Everything else can wait. I've got a snack and my favorite fidget toys out of frame. I'm just going to stim here for a couple of hours and let all of that stuff just kind of come back when it needs to. And sometimes, and you can see it in some episodes, there's just breakneck stuff happening, and I'm either off frame with my computer working or on my phone answering a thing or whatever, and I'm trying to put it away as fast as possible. But we know how lucky we are to do this stuff, and we also know how important it is to be authentic in what we do. And so I like to try and make myself as available as possible no matter what's happening, instead of handing it off to somebody else. And so we succeed at that most of the time, but it does creep in every once in a while. But the most important thing is that table is like, that's our safe dimension. That's our happy place.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And like that 4 hours of gameplay we very much look forward to it. Yeah, because it lets you let go. I tend to, I keep my phone up so I can watch, our like baby monitor and stuff, so I can watch Ronan go to sleep when we're playing.
We're parents. Did you know we're parents?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But like I have a bad habit of not looking at my phone during the game and then missing important things. So,
It's an ebb and flow for sure, but that's one of the most important things to us. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi there, my name's Alex.
Hi, Alex.
These have all been really, really amazing and deep questions, and I'm here to kind of throw y'all kind of a small
Curveball?
Give it.
Yeah. So you guys have obviously been playing D&D for years and years and years at this point. Out of all of the campaigns, out of all of the magical items that your characters have found, which one do you want to exist the most in our world?
If there was a beach ball of doom in real life, my brain is processing. I'm going through vestiges.
Okay, I really think that the one I would get the most use out of is the paints, is Jester's paints.
Yeah.
Because how great would that be? Like
That's
if you
what you picked?
Listen.
You picked paints?
No, but you can make anything with them.
I know.
You could just the amount of times that you're like, gosh, I wish I just had this to make this thing work, and then you could just paint it and have it, and everything would be so much simpler.
You picked paints?
Well, I'm not gonna yeah, sure, a flying broom would be great, but I don't think I would get as much use out of it.
What are you talking about? You wouldn't be flying everywhere?
If we're talking reality, if I was flying around on a broom, my life would be not good.
If you went into a closet with all of the magic items,
I could
you
paint
came out,
any dress I
you
wanted. I
would
could
just
paint any
paint
clothes I
dicks
wanted.
everywhere.
Me personally, I would not paint dicks everywhere. We have a 7-year-old.
I don't know what I would pick, but it would be hard not to select the deck of many things.
No.
Yes.
In real life, you would not choose a deck of many things.
I'm not saying I would use
You
it.
could potentially just bamf yourself into a void. In real life, Travis Willingham. Be realistic.
I know. It's either that or a talking sword, and those are never good.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Welcome to
you.
Raleigh.
Oh, or a bag of holding. Okay. That would be really useful.
Now, all I'm thinking about is that question. That's all I'm thinking about.
Okay. So I'm watching season 1 of Vox Machina, Scambo episode. He finds that map that shows the Briarwoods have plans beyond Whitestone. So if that goes down, if Vox Machina doesn't show up or they get defeated, they're going out doing their plan. They're going to run smack into the Chroma Conclave. How does that go down?
That is a very, very good question. Boy, Delilah Briarwood is ex-Cerberus Assembly. She is... She's tough, and she's backed by the Whispered One. So I think they are smart enough to stay out of their way long enough for, I think, her machinations to probably come to fruition. And then even 5 ancient elemental dragons is probably not going to do very well against a reborn god.
I think you're right.
Yeah, but I think they would also bargain much in the same way that Ripley did, right? Very smart villains would probably seek a way to coexist, flatter
Yeah, I feel like the
egos.
Briarwoods would have just bamfed away from Taldore and continued their efforts in
'cause it was
Wildmount or
mostly
something. Because the Chroma Conclave was centered in Taldore
Taldore.
anyway.
Yeah. I mean, there was some, and I'm sure that spread would have happened eventually, but you know, when you have a god on your team, that's tough. Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Hello.
I've not been able to say my name is Jeff because you know the thing. I have a super serious question. Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, who are you taking?
Charmander.
I can't say the same thing, can I?
Nope. Nope, you can't.
Squirtle.
My man.
Ronan's gonna be mad at me.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Phoenix.
Hi, Phoenix.
I know you don't voice any anime roles anymore, but looking back, which ones are your favorites?
Favorite anime.
And we still do
There's
every
a little
once in a
bit,
while.
yeah. I came back for Tohru.
Oh, okay.
She's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm still doing stuff for Ace and One Piece. Roy Mustang and Fullmetal Alchemist. What else are your faves? Shin-Chan from Shin-Chan. That's my favorite.
Favorites.
You did a lot. We did a lot.
I know. Maka.
Soul Eater.
She was one of my favorites. And I think Lust.
FMA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, we did lots of Naruto and Bleach too.
Yeah. Choose your one favorite.
Stop
naming them.
Roy Mustang, Fullmetal Alchemist.
Okay.
Or Ace and One Piece.
My favorite was Tohru Honda.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Phoenix. Oh, hello.
Hi, Vivi.
Hi, Grogu.
Hi.
It's not in Caleb.
Yes, hello, it is Caleb. I have a question. And for a struggling voice actor, novice in North Carolina, I would like advice on starting out in voiceover acting. And also, may I audition for you?
So our auditions are for, we have to be SAG-AFTRA. Are you in the union?
I am not.
Okay. We started out in Texas, and we worked our way up from non-union stuff into union things. So non-union's a great place to start. And man, the internet is way different now than it was.
I know. I don't know where to
2000.
start now because there's so many different opportunities than we had when we were starting out. Like when we started, we both kind of got our start because we had been doing live theater, which do you also do?
I do.
Always a great place to make connections. And I got my audition for Dragon Ball Z because I was doing a play, and one of the other actors liked what I was doing and asked if I would come in and audition. And And I think that happened with you as well. You were doing a show, weren't you doing a show with Colleen?
I was, yeah. We were doing a show in downtown Fort Worth, and Mike McFarlane saw the show and brought.
Which one?
Justin Cook, yes. And he was like, hey, your voice doesn't suck. You want to come try and do voiceover? And turns out I really did suck in the beginning. In front of a mic, I was bad. So I got to do like some small roles to learn the ropes a little bit. But I think our advice typically is work begets work. So whether you're doing community theater, regional commercials, any kind of film, TV, theater work, or if you make use of those online assets, the workshops, things where people can just see you work, that's usually how it happens.
Yeah, I know. Steve, does he still have a
Steve Bloom?
Yeah,
Jennifer
Steve Bloom.
Hale has one too.
Yeah, it's always good because the master classes, they do have like a really good network of people, and they can certainly help you in those in those areas. I just love you so much.
Would you like a dice?
Are you offering me a dice? Really? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much, Nod. Oh, thank you. They're perfect.
Do I get one too?
What's your name?
Can I get a high five?
Nova. Thank you,
Thank
Nova.
you.
Thank you, Nova.
Did you see her eyes? They're so pretty.
Rollies.
Rollies?
Rollies me. Oh, I even rolled. I rolled a 5 and he rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3. Bag of ass.
No, don't. She
But,
does.
donkey. Bag of donkey.
Sheesh.
Donkey.
Hi. All this talk about having kids, I'm actually expecting my first kid in December.
Congratulations!
And I know I'm really jumping the gun, but I was wondering if you had advice as parents yourselves on how to get your kids into D&D.
Oh my.
It is not hard.
Goodness.
If you are comfortable with them monitoring which pages of the monster manual they look at, Ronan found that, and he was just on the floor.
He was a little too young for Monster Manual, but he got obsessed.
Yeah, you get to like the spine devil page, and you're like, I don't know if you should be looking at that. That's really scary looking.
Yeah. I think kids are just so imaginative anyway. So it's so natural for them to just play pretend, and that's exactly how we got him into it as well. He still doesn't know all the rules. He knows stats very well, though.
Yeah, we found a Jurassic Park book to try and get kids into dinosaurs, and they'll give like stat blocks to the dinosaurs, so the dinosaurs
So you can
fight
battle each other?
And if you go to the monster manual, and he's like, "Do you think a Demogorgon could beat a Balrog?" And I'm like, yeah, let's look in the book, man. But there you go. They're in.
It also helps with math a lot.
It's true.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, y'all.
Hi.
My name's Matthew. I wrote my question down so I wouldn't forget it. So actual play as a genre has created an incredibly successful space for original storytelling in a period where seemingly everything produced by major studios is a remake or a spin-off or a sequel of an already created universe. So what secret ingredients or lessons learned that have driven the success of the actual play genre could be leveraged by big studio producers to usher in an age of new worlds and new original stories in mainstream entertainment?
Well, damn. It's a great question. I think it is the balance between entertainment business, the people that are responsible for going, if I invest X amount of dollars into said venture, are people going to want to watch it, right? And if it doesn't succeed, how many of those ventures can I make? So there's an understandable risk there on the business side. On the creative side, sometimes there is an interest for those remakes or to see something refreshed, but also there are so many stories out there. There are new people, new perspectives, new things to touch on. Exandria is a great case of that, where it's a bunch of like-minded friends bouncing off of each other and making magic. You know, for us, it's the greatest thing in the world, and it has been a challenge in the past to try and tell people like, hey, this is really, really good. It's got happy, sad, funny, serious moments all in one. And they're like, that's a lot of different tones. How can that be? And we're like, I don't know, but it works. And it took things like the support of our fans in the Kickstarter to really show people that like, hey, an animated series could work, and then a couple animated series. So it is a tough road to forge because no one is going to understand the thing that you're trying to tell them, especially if it's the first of its kind that's being explored.
Luckily, though, with the success of like Legend of Vox Machina and even shows like Stranger Things, things that like show imaginative nerddom, right? I think more and more studios are willing to take that risk because of it.
That's true. Yeah, and I think they're always looking for that thing. I think in entertainment they're looking for IPs that have seen some success before, whether it's a book series or
So
something
much is
like
about
that.
like
right?
IPs, successful IPs. That's what all the studios want, is like to grab up things that already have a fan base.
Ours was tricky because they were like, "What? Do you have a book?" We were like, "We have comics." And we were like, "Do you know what YouTube is? Do you know what Twitch is?" So it's been interesting, but yeah, that's kind of the perpetual question in entertainment: is how many risks are they going to take on new things?
Cool. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
My name is Charlie, and what Voxon got me into D&D. Actually, it was Grog's character, right, who gave inspiration. Love that guy. And I started into my college. I was their Goliath.
Nice.
First year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And was it fun doing the voice acting for Grog?
Oh man, listen. There are a few things that I enjoy more than getting to be Grog Strongjaw. Right. I think whether it's Grog or Jester, there are so many forgivenesses that are given a Grog or a Jester because there's just no filter between this and this. It just comes out. But yeah, Grog is easily one of the things that I love to improv with the most, and anytime I get to do anything related to him, it's a blast.
Okay, I just want to say this before I have to get out. Is he like a Johnny Cinnamon roll?
He is a giant cinnamon roll, yes.
Fair enough.
With icing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great day.
Good day.
Hello, I'm Faith. First, I just want to say I'm super excited you guys are here. I'm sure you are jet lagged from just being in San Diego, so we're so happy you were able to attend both Comic-Cons. I would love to ask about your character development. Moral qualms are one of the most interesting parts of creating a character, and we see characters like Imogen and Ford struggle with right and wrong. Do you tend to lean towards making characters that differ from your own perspectives, have the same, or use it as a medium to explore questions you have from your own life and experience?
Yes.
Yeah, all of the above.
I mean, all of the above. Legitimately, I think there have been some characters that I've created that have a very similar perspective to me, and then other ones that take more of a risk. Like, honestly, oh gosh. Yeah, some of the issues of right and wrong with Imogen, like I walked a fine line with her for a while of like, man, that power is very seductive, and where do you draw the line?
Yeah, so if someone was watching me play a video game, I think they would be very concerned about me as a person.
This is the truth. He
I am a
creates the
bad,
most evil people in
bad-
video games.
Listen, and here's the thing. It's
I'll be
not-
like, why did you kick that chicken? Why did you do that?
No chicken is safe around me, y'all. I'm just saying. If it's running around the map, I'm going to go try and hit it. Not because I want death and destruction for all living things. I want to see what the game designers have built and will allow me to do, right? If my sword goes through that chicken, that game designer was like, no, you're not supposed to kill that chicken, jackass. I said ass again. I said it 3 times now. Yeah. But so that's usually why I also want to just see how the reactions are. Like, what will the world do? Because that's not how I am in normal life.
He doesn't really kick chickens. I promise.
Not yet.
No.
The ASPCA, that does PETA, don't come after me. No, but it's also like I'm playing a game in a fantasy world. I want to explore things that are not from the normal world. So sometimes there are elements of me, if only for like anchoring purposes, but I want to see the wrong choices get made so I can see what the DM has built for me. Like, we go into a world and there are certain players that like to play it very safe. They like to make sure everybody stays together. Not me, baby.
You are the red button pusher.
I want to push the red button because that red button has been wonderfully and carefully made for us to push. And I know the disappointment of being like, oh, I made it so attractive. Why didn't Travis go push the button? It was going to kill him. That's what I'm here. I'm here to serve that purpose. Right? And it's also exciting. And an adventuring party for me should have excitement. Not a perfect platinum run of a level or an episode or whatever. So I like making the wrong choices. I love flawed characters. And that can be hard for people to watch because they see us making them and they're like, he made a bad choice. How could he have that perspective? What's going on in his head? Yes, it came out of my mouth. I'm also playing a character that is flawed or is not smart about certain things, needs to learn, needs to grow, needs to become a better person. That's all part of it. And it's a tricky thing about playing in front of an audience, but also that's part of exploring. So, yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Hello, I'm Lauren. Is this
Hi.
close enough? I actually had a question for you, Laura. You had mentioned in a panel before that you were debating running a D&D game for your group of mom friends.
Yeah.
Were you able to do that? How's
Not
it going?
yet.
Oh.
But we've been out of town so much. Like I think I've seen like cons more than I've seen them in the last couple months. So yeah, but they remind me constantly that I haven't followed through, and I need to. I'm going to.
Uh-huh.
I'm terrified.
Has Matt offered you any help?
Huh? Has Matt offered me any help? Listen, Matt's got his own games to run, okay? I'm not gonna add, my mom group onto his plate. But I mean, obviously, I feel like I've learned from the best of the best DMs out there, and so I keep him in mind when I plan through things. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Travis, hey Laura, I'm Serena. Longtime fan
Hello.
of you guys. Loved you as Lust, loved you as Mustang. Thank you so much for being such a huge part of my childhood. I wanted to ask both of you, out of all the characters you have played, who would you want to be the most if you could in the real world?
Oh boy. I have had the luck of playing Superman before. I think I'd just go with that one. That's the easiest. I could fly, X-ray vision, heat vision.
He has it tough sometimes.
He does. He does.
But-
He wears his underwear on the outside
Yeah.
of his. It's questionable. He does. That's right. Yeah.
Poor Superman.
But he comes with a dog.
Oh. My brain just went to Tohru. And I know she's had it rough, but like, look at her love interests. You know what I mean?
What? No powers.
But yo.
She can't fly. She's not invisible. She can't grow, change her body into different things, has no magical items. And your response is, Kyo. Tracks.
Thank you all so much for coming out and
Thank
taking time
you.
out of your busy schedule to come see us.
Thank you, Serena. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Andrew, and I have like a default question I ask a bunch of people at GalaxyCon. It usually ends up in a nice story. What's the most expensive piece of merch you have for any character you voiced, both inside and outside of Critical Role? In case you brought Predathos home or something.
Matt gets to keep all the minis.
Yeah.
That's just a known thing.
But you have a sideshow thing.
I have a sideshow obsession. It's true. That's the first place I would go when I went to Comic-Con.
I mean, yeah.
Is the sideshow
Just
booth.
stare at their beautiful.
I may have like 10 different sideshow statues and nowhere to put them. I like tried to move one into the living room. She was like, I don't think so. Skeletor does not sit in here.
It was Mumra, and no, it doesn't. For my characters, I have some pretty expensive dice, but it's not like for my characters. I don't know if I have any like really expensive merch items.
You have some really nice arrows and a broom.
Yes.
And a bow.
Yes, that's true. Those
I
are
had
all
a,
gifts.
I had a sword made because I'm a nerd.
You did have a sword.
I
made.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the priciest thing I think you've done.
Okay.
I found out about it, and I was like, excuse me?
Just because you're jelly.
If I could make those paints in real life, man, I would do it too. So.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Yep.
I love your dress.
Thanks. It fits very comfortably, and the
good.
pockets are great.
Yay.
My name is Emily. Welcome to North Carolina. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
I was really happy to hear that you were coming back as Tohru in the second iteration. 10 out of 10. My question is, so me and my group of friends all across the country, we get together on Discord every Saturday and play D&D. Kind of started during COVID when they got me into Critical Role and then invited me to join. Or at least D&D adjacent. It's really fun to have that scheduled, regimented game every week, and I think as working adults, we all know that it's really hard sometimes to get that motivation to continue to do it. Like, take breaks, like, no, we're not gonna do it this week, we'll just do board games instead on tabletop sim. But outside of your guys' working life, outside of Critical Role and D&D, how do you guys keep it fun and entertaining and not feeling like a job when you're doing it as part of your job, even though it's fun with your friends?
That's been important to us from the very, very beginning. Like even in the early days when the very first show, like we thought 5 people would be watching and like 5,000 people were watching and we're like, I'm sorry, what? And so we quickly said like, look, this could get strange. If it doesn't feel like it's fun, we shouldn't do it, because the game that we played before anybody watched was so magic to us. There were tears shed at that table. We laughed until we couldn't breathe. We'd share food and drinks and gave each other Christmas gifts and, in character and stuff. And we preserved that intentionally the entire time. And like I said, there are times where it definitely is a job now. It is definitely work. And there's only hard work will make these things, these other projects that are so incredible happen. But like we said before, we really carve it out so that when we sit down, that stuff goes away. We're throwing stuff at each other when the game starts. When Matt is about to go, we count him down live from 5, 4, 3, 2. We're yelling profanities at him, trying to break him. 10 years of that, right?
Yeah, I think we've really tried, like I'm sure you guys have seen, like with each campaign, like the production quality gets better and better, and like the sets get bigger and more intricate and everything like that. But at the same time, there was one point when we were still over at Geek and Sundry and they had like made a new table for us, and it was really cool. But the room that the table was set in was like expansive, and there were cameras everywhere, and that one moment in time, it was like, this doesn't feel like us playing right now. It feels like, because it's so spread out and it didn't have that connection. I don't think it was even, we didn't have a table all together even at that point. It was like 3 separate tables and a really big room, and we like all came together and we're like, oh, we can't play like this. We have to like, it has to still feel like a game, right? So even with all of the progression of our sets, we keep it very intimate in that space. And so like there's curtains everywhere. We like the cameras are kind of hidden to us in like spots that you don't really notice them. So it doesn't change our perspective at the table, and I think that helps a ton.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys, we only have a couple minutes
God,
left.
only 2 minutes.
So we're gonna do like lightning round fast until
Okay,
the
we'll
clock
answer
runs
quick.
out.
Okay,
and then we gotta
okay.
go to the tables because we know everybody's gonna be there. Yeah. Hi.
Okay, hi, my name is Grant. I wanted to ask about making characters for one-shots because there isn't as much pressure as there is for like a larger campaign. I wanted to know what your thoughts were on making a character that maybe there isn't as much pressure to make them perfect or to have an intense emotional development.
Those are the best. I definitely want them to be destroyed. So I better make them as crazy as possible.
Yeah, it's easier to make the more fun, weird choices when you're doing a one-shot because you don't have to think about the long term of like, how is this going to level up or something? You just have to like create what's fun in that moment.
And from a performance perspective, maybe you can do a crazier voice because you won't have to do it over multiple episodes. It's just one. Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, how you guys doing? My name is Malachi. I got a question for one of my friends. What is your favorite moment during all of your D&D games that you guys loved with the group that you're currently playing with?
Oh, good question, Malachi. Dang.
Lightning round. Think of it fast.
A Grog Kevdak for me, the Nat 20 to thing. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a toss-up, Cupcake, and the Hag. But I don't know. Has everybody seen the end of Campaign 3? I don't know. Some of the stuff at the end of Campaign 3. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, thank you guys. Do
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks, Malachi.
Hi, I'm Katie. If all of your PCs fought, who do you think would win?
Grog. I've got resistance to most kind of damage and almost 300 hit points.
Gosh, Grog's like impossible to defeat. Imogen. I think Imogen would take it.
Hey, have you ever played Pathfinder 2E?
We have not. We haven't played second edition yet. We only played the first one.
We have 17 seconds left. I have not played it.
I just had an interview last week for Crystal Dynamics. And
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. If I do get offered the job, what advice do you have to give to somebody who's just starting out in the video game industry?
Make awesome games and enjoy what you do. It's such a crazy industry, but make sure you're happy while you're doing
Be prepared.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more. Why not?
Really?
Hey, y'all. My name's Juno. Thank you for coming out today. I wanted to ask a question for Laura. So, as you may know, well, you know, yes, but you voiced Shie in Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden. With Persona 4 Revival on the horizon, are you making an appearance in that at all? Also, solidarity to SAG-AFTRA and all power to the unions.
Yay! I'm not, but I am very excited for whoever is playing those characters. And, you know, that's an amazing project to be part of, and I think it can, like, really launch some new careers. So I'm very excited for that for them. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, guys. By the way, if you haven't had a chance to check out Daggerheart, it's kind of sold out and stuff, but there will be more copies available. We're definitely going to do more stuff with it in the future because Age of Umbra has been amazing. And we love you guys. We'll see you out there. Thank you so much, Raleigh.
Hold on. So one last thing.
One last thing. Yes.
Look at this. I mean, this is an amazing, beautiful crowd. You guys want to take a gigantic photo with
a
this?
photo with you guys?
Yeah.
You want to be in the
So
background
do you
of
guys
a photo?
You guys want to come up by the stage, not on the stage?
Oh, they know what they're doing. Yeah. You guys just walked right up like we don't know what's going on.